Good day, I'm Ridwan Ghali. Today I will be comparing two science lessons to explore how teachers establish and maintain authority in different ways. But after watching the videos, I asked myself, what does authority look like in the classroom? So on the left, we have the UK primary school where students explore different experiments. On the right, an American middle school where students engineer towers for Glenn the Hedgehog. Same subject, science, same goal, learning. But watch how authority plays out completely differently. The British teacher uses what we call facilitative authority, guiding through questions and expertise. She's the knowledgeable partner in the scientific discovery. Meanwhile, Mr. Elder employs direct authority, controlling through explicit command and behavioral systems. He's the conductor of the classroom performance. But here's what's fascinating. Both approaches work within their context. The UK model assumes students will respond to intellectual engagement. Authority comes from being the expert guide who helps students think like scientists. The American model assumes students need explicit behavioral scaffolding first. Authority ensures everyone can learn by maintaining order and engagement through structure. They aren't just different teaching styles, they reflect entirely different educational philosophies. The British approach prioritized developing independent scientific thinkers who question and explore. The American approach prioritized creating structured learners who can succeed in demanding academic environments. Neither is better. They both serve cultural context and amount of students in the class. So what I have learned: authority in education isn't a one-size-fits-all, whether it is a gentle guide helping learners discover or the strong leader ensuring everyone succeeds. Effective authority serves one ultimate purpose, that is, helping every student learn.